Welcome back, everybody. Ubiq videos here. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry. I was in the middle of moving. It was not easy to make videos at that time. I've got my office set back up again, so we should be able to get things rolling once again. The first one we're going to do today, really quick and easy. We're just going to do a send from a normal wallet account. It's going to be a piece of cake. So let's just get that done. All right. So the first thing I did was I fired up my wallet. I got myself on the test net. I mined myself some coins so I can show you great folks how to do this. So we've got 160 Ubiq just sitting here waiting to be fired off. The first time you launch this little thing may be minimized. I don't think you can actually do it once it's expanded. Nope, it doesn't want to do that. Nope. So the first thing you want to do is probably hit the little drop down arrow to make it do that sort of thing. Otherwise you may not see your account in here if you've already created it. Anyway, moving right along, highlight the account that you want to send from. That makes this as easy as possible. I'm just going to real quickly make another account that I can send to. I'll do this all locally, that way you can kind of see it happening. And because there's nothing on the testnet yet that will accept my funds, so that's another good reason. So we're going to go here to account 2. I am going to copy the account number. Going to complain because I'm on the test net. I'm just going to hit copy anyway. So this would be like you copying the address from like Bittrex or from like a merchant who accepts Ubiq, something like that. So then we're going to go back here to the account that we want to send from. This is the one that's got our 160 Ubiq in it. I'm going to go ahead and start mining, so that's ready to go. And click send. So we can see that it pre-populates our from address as the main account, which is the one that we had highlighted. And our to address we're going to paste in here. It won't show quite the whole thing, or it doesn't on my screen resolution, but you will see the 0x starting the address. And if this is blue, that means you have a valid address. If I were to delete one of the characters in here, you'll see that it turns red. It does not like that. I'll just add that back in there. And then from here, it's pretty much just like sending from just about any other wallet. You've got your amount field right here. I'm going to put 88 in there. And that's all there is to it. If you want to send the entirety of your account, hit send everything. It'll calculate everything out for you. The reason why this doesn't show up exactly the same as this balance is because there's gas fees included in here. So it's like a transaction fee from Bitcoin wallet. But for this demonstration, I'm just going to put in 88. And you don't have to click show more options. That's just like a data field if you wanted to add extra data to your transaction, which you don't really need to. And I recommend keeping the fees currently at the default. There's no reason to raise or lower them. They're super cheap, guys, and you do support the network by doing this. The more transactions that go out, the more fees that are in them. The larger the block rewards, the more secure the network because it attracts more miners. So it's better for everybody if we just use the default fees. And that's it. So we're going to hit send. It's going to think for a moment. And then you just need to put in the password for the account that you're sending from. I recommend using longer passwords than this, but I'm just doing this for demonstrational purposes, keeping it easy on myself. And we'll see here that 21,000 gas is the amount that we will consume sending this transaction. Now, gas does not exactly equal Ubiq. There is a separate conversion ratio that happens, and the reason for that is kind of something that we're running into with Bitcoin right now. Transaction fees are not independent from the actual token that's on the network. So you pay transaction fees for Bitcoin in Bitcoin. In Ubiq, you pay transaction fees in gas. And that might sound like the same thing because you're converting it to Ubiq right here, but it's actually different. And it'll make a little bit more sense as once you start using Ubiq a little bit more. But the way that it works is pool operators and large independent miners and anybody running a node, they can set a couple of different flags on their wallet, and they can independently increase the gas cost or the maximum gas that can go into a block, which kind of figures out the block size. There's all sorts of different gas parameters that can be entered when you run a node, and it's kind of like a voting system. So if a lot of people are voting to make gas more expensive, then that will drive up the cost of a standard transaction. And the reason for that is, let's say 20 years down the road, Ubiq is super popular, like Bitcoin is getting right now, and it's becoming extremely expensive to send funds on the network. So what might happen is some miners and some pool operators may decide to decrease the cost of gas, and what that would do is independently cause it to get cheaper to send your transactions. So it kind of decouples the transaction fee market from the actual token itself in a way, and allows you to have a little bit more flexibility on that, and you don't run into situations where there's potential contentious hard forks happening because people are mad about fee schedules and stuff like that. So that's kind of what that is, and you can see here that it's 0.00042 Ubiq to send this transaction, so super cheap. So now you can either hit enter or click send transaction right here. It'll take a moment and it'll send it. Now you'll notice if we go over to account 2, which is the one that we sent it to, we don't see the funds right away. That's expected because the wallet and that account are not aware that that transaction is coming through yet. So what we're going to need to do is just wait for a moment for one block confirmation, or one block to get mined. And again, I'm on the test net, so this is going to happen really quickly, even though I'm just CPU mining. And I was going to say I'll come back when that happens, but boom, it just hit. And 30 seconds ago was our last block, and now we've got 88 Ubiq in the second account. So that's all there is to it, guys. It's super easy to send using this wallet. If you watch my other videos with the Ubiq wallet, which is more of the command line interface and used for running full nodes, then you'll see that it's much easier to use Fusion to do this with. And in the next tutorial, what we're going to cover is wallet contract creation. There's a little bit more a little bit more rich feature set with the wallet contract code, and it's kind of cool because we'll get to actually launch our first contract in the tutorial series. So I hope you guys stick with it. We're going to get into some more advanced stuff coming up, and it's going to be a lot more exciting than just this basic stuff. But I wanted to get all this out of the way so everybody knew the basics of using their wallets, and now we can get into some of the more fun stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and if you didn't like it, please shoot me a comment down below. I'm more than willing to change things up if enough people feel that I'm not doing anything the right way. So yeah, guys, take it easy, and see you in the next video.